The recent health campaign in Fontem took a holistic approach to healthcare, placing a strong emphasis on mental well-being alongside physical health services. In a division deeply affected by the Anglophone crisis, organizers recognize the critical need to address the psychological impact on the community. This year's campaign saw an impressive 450 patients screened for mental health issues. A leading psychiatric nurse practitioner shared insights on the challenges and successes of the mental health initiative.
Looking at the statistics, I would say this year we had a productive, successful campaign when it comes to mental health. Through the past campaigns, I realized that there was a lot of stigma involved. People were not talking about their problems. So this year, the goal was to create more awareness. Why? Because mental health also matters, right? It's not just, it's the same as a physical health condition. It's no different from a medical condition.
She says the stigma associated with mental health is the reason why people are afraid to talk about their problems.
Mental health should also be considered as a disease, which I think the people have stigmatized it so much that people are afraid to talk about their problems. Now, how do we overcome this problem? It's just to ensure and talk to the population, tell them it's normal to feel depressed, it's normal to have anxiety, and it's normal to talk about these things.
The nurse highlighted the trauma triggered by the Anglophone crisis, leading to anxiety, depression, and even psychosis in some patients. Common complaints included sleep disturbances, persistent fear, and intrusive thoughts.
Trauma cases, which led to some of these patients developing anxiety and depression, and even psychosis from the trauma of the war. A lot of them, most of the complaints were they lost their homes, their children did not go to school. It has caused them to be very anxious. Sometimes they're very afraid. They can't sleep. Most of the complaints, I can't sleep. I've been thinking a lot. I don't know how I'm going to live,
She adds that she believes the counseling and medication will be able to help these patients.
I think with the counseling and the prescriptions of mood stabilizers and anti-anxiolytics and some psychotropics, second generation psychotropics, I see that there will be some improvements.
The medical practitioner shared her techniques for building trust with patients, successfully encouraging them to open up about their struggles.
One thing with this population is you always have to listen. As a mental health specialist, one of the techniques is to listen. Once the patient understands that you're listening to them, you're putting yourself into the place, you're meeting them where they are, they open up very easily. And also because I'm new to the environment, they don't know me versus someone whom they know. Why? Because people don't want to talk about their problems if they don't trust. I'm a daughter of the soil, so I speak Bamwa. So we were able to talk. Some patients were screened in the Bamwa language, some patients were screened in the Pidgin language, some patients were screened in normal English language. So depending on how they presented, I met them at the level where they were.
She expressed optimism about the progress made and looked forward to the future.
We have done an absolutely great job. I say that because it's been a great experience, and the stories were touching. to some cases, emotions were involved. However, we have to, as a clinician, you can't put your emotions on the line, right? Because you're trying to help them. So it was very successful, and I'm happy about it. And I also want to thank LECUO for this experience, because without LECUO, we wouldn't be here. It's been an awesome experience, and I'm looking forward to next year, and I'm looking forward to creating more and more awareness.
Specifically mentioning the implementation of a 90-day follow-up program to ensure continued support.
So for this particular department, I am going to communicate with Dr. Michelle, who would have a plan in action on how to titrate our drugs going up or down. So the plan is to set up some kind of virtual calls within a 90-day period to follow up with all these patients. With mental health and psychotropics, you want to follow up. I don't want any patient to relapse, because they need to continue with their medications. So we'll definitely have to put a program in place, structures in place where we can follow through. We were able to collect phone numbers we can call. We have secondary phone numbers if one phone number is not working. So I and Dr. Michelle will figure out a plan on how the 90-day structure would look like.
One of the patients shared a horror story of the crisis.
When they say the BLM, you see many houses are being corrupted, wrong for all because of war. Papa God, many of us die in the forest, running the war. Because when you send the bone, you never hear a sound of gun. You sit down in 1 year, they say, gun come, blah, 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 blah. If you do it, you never see them. You will do how? You run to the forest. You go remain there with animals to chop. Some they die, they don't even see the crop.
Recounting how he had lost his source of income and struggled to cope with the trauma.
I have a farm. For abundant either go. Am I in the farm? I'm not there. Things rotting in the bush. Fear what you go, they can't shoot you. I live abundant it. And now me I sit down. I don't feel for being go clear. Because bush don't grow. They don't be, my farm don't turn a forest. Me I don't feel go clear. Sick don't follow me. My back for bend down for clear. No way. So I sit down so chop no day for me. Me I don't get chop.
Another patient expressed gratitude to the organizers, saying he feels better after speaking with the doctor.
So we are very happy as those are elders in the abroad have sent the technical doctors to come and assist us to come and give us some medicine for those who are sick. I'm very happy on that. Even I myself, I'm a victim. I'm a patient. I attended the hospital, the consultation. So I'm very grateful. I'm very happy, and I'm praying that the drugs that have given me at least should make me feel better.
A general consultant shared some of the strategies she uses to manage her own mental health, particularly after interacting with patients who have experienced trauma. Okay, you may have discussed with some of these patients having issues with their mental health. How do you manage you yourself as a doctor after listening to so much information so many emotions being shared? How do you handle all of that?
I have my coping mechanisms. I can listen to music and I can watch my movies or anything that I feel like it can free my mind. Mostly for me, watching movies or going out with friends or listening to music. Sharing, I don't feel like to share because I feel like if I share, I will share their their confidential information. So sharing is less likely. Or crying is a big therapy for me. So
The CEO of LECUO-USA expressed optimism about the impact of the initiative.
So we also need a lot of people to counsel these people, to also teach them how to better manage their situation. We do know after the war, a lot of people have been stressed out. A lot of people go into post-traumatic stress syndrome. We want to really make it in such a way that we have continual monitoring system that will monitor these people, get them be treated, or get them the counsel to better manage their situation going forward.
Reporting for Gasa Media, I am Safe Mary.